We'll take a look at a new laser system for treating astigmatism. Up next on Comcast Newsmakers.
Bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hi and welcome back to Newsmakers. With its intense speed and precision, the Allegretto Wave system is opening the door to corrective eye surgery for a whole new group of patients. Here to explain is this hour's Newsmaker, Dr. Cory Lessner, Medical Director at Millennium Laser Eye Centers. And thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
First of all, how does astigmatism manifest itself with patients?
Astigmatism will just create some blurriness in the system, coupled with nearsightedness or farsightedness. It just doesn't allow the eye to focus because the light coming in one direction in the eye is different than the light coming in another way. Much in the same way a football will bend light more, is rounder around its belly than it is in the long axis, as opposed to, say, a basketball or a baseball, which is round and is going to bend light the same in all directions.
Now, this new system here, it came here maybe a couple of years ago, but I think it's an education issue that people don't know this exists really to take care of it.
Absolutely. And much in the same way as people still think that cataracts are removed with lasers, which they aren't. After cataracts can be. Somewhere along the line, people got in their mind the idea that you couldn't treat astigmatism, and in fact, people with astigmatism have some of the best results with these treatments.
Now, what happens here? There's a laser system that actually goes and penetrates the eye, and what does it do?
The wave light, like all other excimer systems, uses an ultraviolet light, very short wavelength pulses. They don't penetrate the eye at all. They sculpt off quarter of a micron of tissue with each pulse, so they don't cause any damage to the internal aspects of the eye, and they don't cause any damage to the surrounding or collateral tissues because they're actually separating the bonds that hold the molecules together. It's a cold laser that doesn't cause any damage, which is...
Now, this entire system was developed in Germany.
This specific system, which uses very, very small pulses with a very, very true beam, unlike some of the older lasers that used very large beams, was developed. And the amazing thing about this, along with a tracker that tracks eye movements and kind of anticipates what your eye is doing, as most of the laser systems now have, it delivers 200 pulses per second, unlike other lasers which work in the 20 pulse per second range. And so it treats a diopter of prescription in 4 to 6 seconds. Very, very fast treatments.
And when should someone seek this type of help? At what point and I guess the progress of astigmatism?
If you don't like, your glasses or contact
the glasses
lenses.
aren't working.
Well, there's nothing that's going to be as good as actually removing the anatomy that's creating the astigmatism on the surface of the eye.
Don't treat the result, treat the cause.
Yeah, in glasses, you're trying to put something in front of the eye to neutralize what's wrong on the eye. With a contact lens, they put a little ballast or weight to keep a specific orientation so that the extra correction can be one way but not the other. And every time you blink, it'll tilt just a little bit. This is like a contact, but it doesn't move. And so and now the amazing thing, coupled with the other, and we didn't speak about it, was the interlace, which is all laser LASIK, the first step of LASIK surgery in which the flap is created. We've created an amazingly safe procedure that gives 50% of people better vision than they ever had with their glasses or contacts by the very next day.
Okay, science marches on. This hour's Newsmaker has been Dr. Cory Lessner discussing a new treatment for treating astigmatism. I'm Spiro Canton. Thanks for joining us.
The preceding has been a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers. And now, back to CNN Headline News.